Um, I don't fully know. I mean, I have a few personal theories, but I won't go into them. But basically, I just have a fear of judgment. I don't like to be judged. I don't think anyone likes to be judged, really, but for some reason, I just put too much on other people's opinions of me, basically. And as a result, I have a fear of doing something stupid that other people won't like, so I just crawl into myself.
Social anxiety is a form of anxiety, panic response in the brain that happens when people are exposed to different social environments. So a lot of the time, a mixture of biological and environmental factors can cause social anxiety, and it's based around the fight or flight response in our brains.
I'm most likely to have a fear of judgment in an unfamiliar place, or a very crowded place like the mall or a club. Anywhere where there's a lot of people that I feel I can't really connect with, my symptoms tend to heighten. Yeah.
Anxiety is a very important part of keeping us safe. And I'll use the analogy of a smoke alarm, where if a smoke alarm is a really important thing to have if there's a fire in the home, but if it goes off when we're making toast, then it's a problem. So the way I use anxiety to my advantage is keeping myself safe.
When you're learning to socialize, it's one step at a time, one smile at a time, one person at a time, and without expectations, because it could be nothing, it could be a great conversation, it could be a new friendship, right? So don't be afraid, really. The worst thing that can happen is they may walk away. Maybe they didn't hear you, maybe they're busy, maybe they have a jealous boyfriend, or, you have no idea what's going on in their life, right? But to practice as much as possible. How you learn anything. It's like when you go to school and you have to learn something, you keep going it over and over and over it, or you put it into practice and that's how you learn it, right? It's the same thing. I think if I gave you an assignment and said that I want you to, on a minimum per day, say hello to 3 people on the street, would you do that? But you have to also give them a smile beforehand, because if you give them a smile at the same time, they know that you're being friendly.
I'm sorry. My friend's really into manga, and I don't know anything about it.
Oh,
Do you have any suggestions?
well, what gender is your friend?
Male.
And what kind of stories does he like?
I honestly have no idea. I know he likes Full Metal Alchemist, but as far as beyond that, I really don't know.
Bleach is good.
Bleach?
Up there.
Okay.
I'm usually pretty good with kids, so I mean, I don't know why, but I feel like kids are easier to talk to than my peer group. Same with elderly people. It's for whatever reason I feel it's easier to talk to them than my peer group.
I got a buddy who's really into film and stuff, and his birthday's coming up. I don't know anything about film.
You know what kind of movies he likes?
I know he's really big into science fiction stuff.
At the beginning, I felt kind of nervous, like I normally do.
All of this.
I didn't really know how to approach
but
people.
me personally.
and
Well, no, I mean like it's whatever.
strike up a conversation. And yeah, so I didn't really, I was nervous to approach people.
One of the biggest difficulties with dealing with social anxiety disorder is that in order to see a professional about it, you have to go into a busy waiting room and then go talk to a complete stranger about personal details of your life, which is two of the things that people with social anxiety disorders don't want to do. Go into a crowded place, talk to a complete stranger. So I've had clients who have come here and sat in the waiting room, and by the time they come in here, they're already anxious because the waiting room's been full, and it's a very uncomfortable situation for them.
Cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive is sort of the thoughts, but there's also sort of the feelings and the physical sensations that are part of what goes on with a person. But then that leads to the behaviors. And in most cases, the behaviors are avoidance of the feared situation.
The most common way to treat social anxiety is with a cognitive behavioral therapy model, and what that involves is the first part of cognitive behavioral therapy is learning relaxation methods. So we teach controlled breathing, which is low, slow breathing, so learning diaphragmatic breathing. The second thing we do is teach muscle relaxation and other types of relaxation like mindfulness exercises or meditation. And then the person uses those relaxation strategies in order to confront the situations that are fear-producing.
So my problem is I don't know how to spark a conversation. Once I have a topic and something, I can continue talking. It's just the initial start up and go. I'm like one of those old cars. I need like a crank to get me going. But once I'm going, I'm fine.